Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center. Welcome to all things magic, magic and miracles, hypersonic magic. 2 days ago, Simeon delivered a beautiful broadcast, and it lifted the lid off of everything. And now magic is just pouring out from each person. It's like something was held over our head, and now there's infinite space. There was encouragement beyond measure and recognition of what we all have been doing and what we all continue to do. And now what it is time to make a reality in everyone's life, in your life, and in the life of humanity as a whole. So there's magic everywhere. And it's amazing to feel your vision come to life. The thing that you have desired for humanity to actually happen. And the feeling is indescribable. There's an acknowledgement of each one's power to change everything, to take on what might be a difficulty for others or even an annoyance to yourself, to take it into you and change it. And in doing so, accepting without reaction, so that the vacuum of space that opens is flooded with magic and miracles. And while our dear friend Simeon was broadcasting, I was having a day just like his broadcast, where magic was all around. There was great celebration. Generosity was poured out amongst people that I was gathered with. And there was a moment when I saw how, with no effort, I would heal another, as I spoke to the mother of a young man and felt her love for him and her pain for his pain. And I said, we're going to fix that. And I saw that it came from her love, and that it would be done. And I just said that to her. And now hearing from Simeon, just pass that through my creator so that there's no reaction to me. It's not about any recognition. I'll just watch it happen and smile when it becomes the reality that I've brought into the physical plane. So we have hypersonic magic, magic and miracles, and they all exist. And even those we have surpassed in this moment of something grander that we can't describe. But you can feel it pouring out of me because it's beyond any words. And yet, it's always the magic. So cheers to each one. Cheers to Simeon for delivering what he delivered. And it made me think of the song 24 karat magic in the air, head to toe, so magic. Whoops, everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so magic. Oop, everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so magic. Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so magic. Now, watch me break it down like this. 24 karat magic. What's that sound? 24 karat magic. Don't fight the feeling, invite the feeling. Just put your hands up to the air. 24 karat magic, magic, magic. This is called Something's Coming for You. Something's coming for you. Something's always coming for you. And you are usually the last one to know what it is. When you look back just a few months ago, you had a job, you were in a relationship, you lived in another state, and a few short months later, you have a different job or no job at all. You're single and you move to a different state. Something's coming for you. Something's always coming for you. Shrouded in the name of my best friend change, yet it is still coming for you. Be very excited and filled with anticipation as the master conductor raises his or her hands and orchestrates the music. They will take you where you need to go to become what you have been destined to become, to do what you have been destined to do, and to know what you have been destined to know. Something's coming for you. Something's always coming for you. A new house, a new friend, a new passion, a return to something that you love, that you put on a shelf, a revelation, a self-realization, a ride on a spaceship, a trip to the outer reaches of the universe and beyond. Something's coming for you. Something's always coming for you. It matters not that you are open to it or not open to it. It is coming for you nonetheless. But in the being open to it, you might be given a glimpse of its arrival as it makes its way closer with the sound of a trumpet from the orchestra, a clang of a cymbal, the deep vibration of the bass drum, or a haunting note from a cello. All signs that might point you to what is coming. It's inevitable. And when you look back through this one incarnation of yourself on this physical planet, you can clearly see that something was always coming. You would not be where you are today listening to these words, except that something was coming. The something that is coming is never our focus. We are loving where we are right at this moment and enjoying our life and the beauty that exists right in front of us. The beauty in the face of a friend, the beauty in nature that's all around us, and the beauty of the magic of life. So we enjoy every moment, and yet we hold on loosely, for something is coming. Something is always coming. A pain in your body, a pimple on your face, a call from a friend or a family member that a loved one has passed away, all orchestrated just for you. It is the most beautiful orchestration and perfect design cloaked in randomness, safety, well being, and abundance cloaked in chaos. How beautiful is its design? Surprise, something's coming, and yet we've known all along. Surprise, you are a master healer, yet we've known all along. Surprise, you are going to change the world, yet we've known all along. And surprise, it's your time to deliver. And now you will begin to do what you knew you would do all along. There's nothing stopping you now. The way has been made open. Wave your hand and smile your smile. Deliver your vision, heal the world without breaking a sweat. Yes, something is coming. Something most definitely is coming. Lick your finger and put it up in the air, for the winds of change are blowing. From the four corners of the earth, the winds of change are blowing. And it is you that is going to harness that wind and change the course of humanity. Yes, you, little old you, the divine, magnificent, majestic you that has been hiding behind a body. That eternal, endless you that I can see and that I am speaking to. Can you hear the trumpet? Can you feel the bass drum vibrating in your body? Something's coming for you now. And it is truly your heart's desire. Cheers to you, my beloved friends. Your every dream for the world is about to come true, and it's because you are here and you have made it so. Let the celebration begin. Let it begin right in the face of the turmoil and chaos that appears to be everywhere, for you are about to change it all. And it is from that place of knowing that you must now live, even as it may look like it is not so. It is from the power of your knowing that all has been changing and that all will continue to change. For indeed, something extraordinary is coming. Something extraordinary is coming for us all. All the world's a stage. As we continue to detach from the programs that have been running our lives, fear will be replaced with laughter, not understanding with awareness, belief with knowing, lack with abundance, judgment with love, separation with union, and of course, in general, bullshit with good shit, in case I left anything out. The illusion of this reality is becoming evident, but in actuality, this reality is not an illusion. It is real. It just happens to be one of an infinite number of realities that we can experience in the physical world and beyond. It was Shakespeare who said, "All the world's a stage, and all the men and women are merely players or actors on it. They have their exits and their entrances, and in his lifetime, one man plays many parts with the ages of his life in 7 acts. In the first act, he is an infant crying and puking in the nurse's arms. Then he plays the whining schoolboy with his book bag and bright, youthful face, creeping like a snail unwillingly to school. And then he is the lover, sighing like a furnace and writing sad songs about his beloved's eyebrows. Then he is a soldier, full of foreign curses and bearded like a leopard, quick to fight and jealousy, responding to any slight to his honor, seeking fleeting fame and reputation, even if it means putting himself in front of the cannon's mouth. Then he plays the judge with a nice round belly lined with the bribes he's taken, with stern eyes and a beard cut to a respectable shape, full of wise sayings and everyday examples of his points. And in this way, he plays his part. In the sixth act, he shifts into the thinning old man wearing slippers on his feet, glasses on his nose, and a money bag on his side. The stockings he has saved since his youth are now way too wide for his legs, and his big manly voice once again becomes like a child's voice, squeaking and whistling. In the last scene of all, which ends this strange, eventful story, the man enters the second childhood and goes back into his youthful freedom and finds the peace that had eluded him as he played the game of acquiring material possessions and recognition for most of his life. So you wake up in the morning and you hear the clapperboard clap the start of a scene, and you hear the director say, action. And now you start your day as a man, woman, or child, doing things like going to the bathroom, brushing your teeth, and washing your face. And cut. That simple role and scene has ended. And now you begin your next role as an engineer, or doctor, or lawyer, teacher, tennis coach, a musician, or one of a million other jobs that exist in this reality. Now the next scene is set. You have to be at work by 9 a.m. You have to leave enough time to have some breakfast and a cup of coffee, and your next role begins. And action. You arrive at work now playing the role of an engineer, graduated a decade earlier from a prestigious school where you studied mechanical engineering. You gather with your coworkers and start to focus on the project that you've been working on for weeks. You relate with them because of what you have in common, and they hold a place in this reality for the role that you are currently playing as a mechanical engineer. And cut. Lunchtime arrives and you get to leave work for a couple of hours. You get a call from your adult daughter and you step into the role of being a father. And action. Your daughter asks you for some advice or tells you a story about something she's experiencing with her own children, or something she remembered about your life when she was growing up, or maybe she just called to say hi. You have a great conversation and a laugh, and you both say to each other, nice talking to you, have a great day. And cut. A few minutes later, your phone rings again and it's your mom, and all of a sudden, you're a son. And action. Your mom needs you to come by the house and get a box down from the attic, something she keeps forgetting to ask you, but this time she remembers, and you say, sure, Mom, I'll stop by on my way home tonight. And she says, oh, that'll be great. Love you, bye. And cut. Just as you're about to go into the store to pick up something for one of the errands you were running, the phone rings again, and it's your wife. And all of a sudden, you're a husband. And you begin a conversation with your wife. And action. She wants to know if you remembered to pick up the construction paper from the arts and crafts store that she needs to complete a project that she's been working on. You say, I'm on my way to do that right now. You wanted blue construction paper, right? And she responds, yes, that's right. She lovingly says, thank you. I'll see you when you get home. Have a lovely day. Bye. And cut. As you come out of the store picking up the construction paper, you see a familiar face coming around the corner. It's your sister. And all of a sudden, you're a brother. And action. Hey, sis, what are you doing here? Hey, brother, surprised to see you here too. I'm just running a few errands for the kids. Oh, that's great. Everybody doing well? Yeah, everybody's fine. How about you? Yeah, everybody's doing fine. Remember when we were kids and mom used to get us construction paper and we would build a whole city? That was so much fun. Yeah, that was awesome. Well, I better go finish running my errands and get back to work. It was good to see you, sis. Love you. Bye. And cut. You finish running your errands and return back to work and assume your role as a mechanical engineer for the next 4 hours. You finish work and you're driving home and your phone rings and it's your sister's daughter. And all of a sudden, you're an uncle. And you start to have a conversation with your niece. And action. Your niece says her mom asked her to call you to talk about how to build a whole city out of construction paper. She was excited when her mother told her about what you did when you were kids, and she said you might remember and could tell me how to do it. I said, I'd be happy to help you. Maybe I can come by over the weekend and we can try to do it together. How does that sound? She said, oh, that would be great. And she was excited. She said, thanks, Uncle. Love you. Bye. And cut. I finally arrive home. I'm a homeowner and a pet owner. My dog and I are great buddies, and he greets me with a wagging tail and a panting joy. My wife is out getting some dinner to bring home. So, with my trusty dog, I slide quietly and happily into my man cave that I have created in the back of the house and wait for my wife to return home. All of a sudden, I'm just me. And I can feel the expansiveness of the being that I truly am beyond all the roles that I am playing. And action. I turn to my dog and I say, this life is about more than these roles that we play, but they are fun to play, but they are just roles on the stage of life. We are divine, eternal spirits. We are immaculately conceived and designed. We are everything and no thing, and we are everywhere and nowhere, all at the same time. My dog looks up at me with the face of one who totally understands. He puts his paw out to give me 5, and I do. And he knows that whenever I give him 5, that's his signal for getting a treat. So all of a sudden, he begins jumping up and down, saying, where's my treat? And I gladly go to the cupboard where his treats are, and I hand him his treat and give him a pat on the head as he enjoys his favorite cookie. I can hear through the intercom that my wife has returned home and she's starting to get the dishes out to serve the carry-out food that we ordered. And I prepare to go have dinner with my lovely wife. And cut. We sit down for a lovely meal from my favorite carry-out spot, and we begin to have a conversation. All of a sudden, I'm a husband again, and I'm also a friend. As we begin to share our day with each other, and action. She starts telling me about her conversations with her mother and that she also spoke to our daughter. She told me how her project is going with the construction paper, and she got a call from her sister who lives on the other coast. And they had a great chat. I also shared my day and the many different interactions I had, and we both appreciated each other's listening. And I could also see all the roles that she plays on the stage of her life. We watch a movie together and soon after get ready for bed. And cut. We get in bed together and lean over and give each other a kiss and say goodnight, sweet dreams. And we both disappear to where we have access to all things and our self that is in the outer reaches of the universe and that sits at the right hand of the Creator. And all of a sudden, I have an awareness of the aspect of me that is an aspect of the source of it all. And action. For some unknown amount of time, for where I am now, there is no space or time. I drift in and out of dimensions, see many visions, visit with other entities, and travel throughout the galaxies. Sometimes doing something to change something that needs changing, sometimes to bring balance to a situation, and sometimes just simply observing. Hardly do I ever remember exactly what I did, who I saw, or where I was, but there's never a doubt that I went somewhere, wherever there is. And cut. It's now 5:40 in the morning and the alarm clock rings, and once again I wake up and realize that I am a man. and I go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, and wash my face to start another day. And action. Know that all the roles that you play are imbued with your essence, so that every role you play carries the same level of care, respect, honor, and love that exists in your natural state of being that is always felt in your essence. We are not, nor have we ever been the roles that we play, just as I am not this body. You may take your roles as seriously as you would like. You may make them the focus of your existence if you'd like. It is your choice to experience it however you would like to experience it. You may take your roles with great levity and non seriousness as your focus is on something else, and that would be your choice as well. You may choose to be a leading actor in a drama with the desire to win an Academy Award, or you may choose to be a supporting actor without any expectation of achievement. Both are perfectly acceptable. Many times, these choices that we make appear to be choices, but in fact, they are not choices at all because you already made your choice before you came here. And if you look at it from that perspective, you have no choice. You are going to do what is natural for you to do because you already chose. You chose to be a painter before you came here, so you're going to paint. It looks like you went through your life making choices to become a painter, but you were already a painter when you got here. You didn't make choices to become what you already were. It was simply just your nature. So we find ourselves doing what is natural for us to do, and therefore we cannot lift another up in comparison to ourselves. For what all do is not more or less special than another. It is just simply their nature. That's why when you compliment some people, they say, I'm not doing anything special. I'm just being me, even as they have maybe just discovered the cure for cancer. It was simply their nature. All are sovereign, all are divine, and all are a droplet of water in the one ocean that is source. It is from this awareness that you're able to replace fear with laughter. For when you ultimately discover who you truly are, the joke will be on you. For then you will see the origin of all the things that have caused you suffering, all the things that have taken you out of balance and outside of alignment with your true self. And you will see that it was all an act. Damn it, I can't believe I fell for that. And the laughter that echoes through the corridors of the universe will stop you dead in your tracks as you realize once for all that all the world's a stage and all the men and women are merely players or actors on it. They have their exits and their entrances, and in his lifetime, one man plays many parts. The final scene ends and cut. Now go enjoy your life and be happy with it all. You are one with the never beginning and the never ending. Now run away, run along and play. And action. There's no longer a roof over our head. The sky is the limit. The awareness is pouring down, and magic is everywhere. All my love to everyone. Making sure that you have a perfect life with perfect health and a magic future. Thank you for joining me. I am David.